I tested some of the best foldable phones of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Samsung Galaxy Flip 7. This phone finally addresses most of the issues that have been plaguing Samsung's flip phones for years. The 4.1-inch cover screen is absolutely gorgeous and works brilliantly, though Samsung still makes you jump through 13 ridiculous steps to enable apps on it. The battery life and build quality are top-notch, plus it's thinner than the previous model at 7.5mm, which you can definitely feel in your hand. This is perfect for someone who wants a premium flip phone experience but doesn't mind dealing with Samsung's quirky software limitations. I'm putting this in the great tier because it's genuinely excellent, but still has that annoying cover screen setup process. Oppo Find M5. This device is absolutely mind-blowing. It's the thinnest foldable you can get while still feeling incredibly solid and premium. The 8.12-inch internal display is stunning, and the battery life is exceptional, plus it has that perfect Goldilocks feel when you're using it. The build quality is second to none, and it barely has any visible crease, which is a game-changer for foldable phones. This is ideal for tech enthusiasts who want the absolute best foldable experience and don't mind the limited availability. I'm placing this in the God tier because it genuinely feels like the future of foldables, even if the most people can't actually buy it. Vivo X Fold 5. This thing is an absolute beast that does everything right. It's ultra thin, incredibly light, and has the best battery life of any foldable in 2025. The cameras are fantastic. The 8.03-inch display is gorgeous, and it actually feels like using a regular phone most of the time. The IP58-59 water resistance and overall build quality are impressive. Plus, it significantly undercuts Samsung's pricing while delivering similar or better performance. This is perfect for someone who wants flagship foldable performance without paying Samsung prices and values battery life above everything else. I'm putting this in the great tier because it executes the foldable formula brilliantly, even if it's not using the absolute latest chipset. Samsung Galaxy Flip 6. This phone has excellent build quality and the best crease reduction Samsung has achieved so far, but it's still frustrating to use. The cover screen experience remains unnecessarily complicated, requiring good lock and multi-start to do basic things, and Samsung seems to have made it even more annoying by reducing preloaded widgets. The 6.7-inch main display is bright and smooth with great color accuracy, but the overall experience feels like Samsung is holding back the phone's potential. This works for Samsung loyalists who don't mind tinkering with settings, but it's not great as a first flip phone. I'm placing this in good tier because while the hardware is solid, Samsung's software decisions really limit what should be a premium experience. Motorola Razr. This budget flip phone looks absolutely gorgeous and has that classic elegance you'd expect from the Razr brand. However, the camera performance is genuinely disappointing, with overly bright colors, noise issues, and uninspiring photo quality compared to similarly priced regular phones. The performance takes a noticeable hit compared to traditional smartphones at this price point, and while it's one of the most affordable folding phones available, you're definitely sacrificing a lot. This is only for people who prioritize the flip phone aesthetic over actual functionality and performance. I'm putting this in the average tier because while it nails the design, it fails at almost everything else that makes a phone worth using daily. Xiaomi Mix Fold 4. This foldable absolutely nails the form factor with its insanely thin 9.47mm profile when folded and featherweight 226 grams design that feels like a regular flagship phone. The 7.98-inch inner display is gorgeous, and the Leica camera system delivers solid photography performance. Plus, the 5100 mAh battery with excellent thermal management keeps things running smoothly. However, the biggest deal breaker is the China-only availability with no Google services and questionable long-term software support, making it nearly impossible for most people to actually use daily. I'm placing this in the good tier because while the hardware is exceptional, the software limitations hold it back from greatness. Huawei Mate XT. This tri-folding engineering marvel is absolutely mind-blowing with its ability to transform from a 6.4-inch phone to a 7.9-inch foldable to a massive 10.2-inch tablet, creating the ultimate productivity machine. The build quality feels premium despite the complex hinge mechanism, and the 90Hz OLED displays across all three configurations look stunning, with a perfect 16:11 aspect ratio for media consumption. The problem is the hefty 298 grams weight, 12.8mm thickness when folded, and the astronomical price tag that puts it way out of reach for most users. I'm putting this in the good tier because it's an incredible tech showcase, but the practicality and price make it more of a luxury novelty than a daily driver. Honor Magic V3. This thing is genuinely impressive as one of the thinnest foldables ever made at just 9.2mm when folded, making it feel almost identical to a regular phone in your pocket. The 7.92-inch inner display has one of the shallowest creases I've seen. The cameras are surprisingly capable for a foldable, and it actually has IPX8 water resistance, which is rare in this category. The main downsides are the software that still needs refinement and some durability concerns despite Honor's claim about improved toughness. I'm placing this in the good tier because it nails the form factor and daily usability, but it's not quite perfect enough to reach the next level. Honor Magic V5. This is Honor's most refined foldable yet, pushing the thin and light game even further while packing in flagship level performance and genuinely good cameras across the board. The 64-megapixel periscope telephoto camera is a standout performer. The dual display are bright and colorful, and the 66-watt charging fast gets you to 80% in just 30 minutes, which is fantastic. The main complaints are the large camera bump that affects the otherwise sleek design and the premium pricing that puts it in expensive territory, though it's still more affordable than Samsung's offerings. I'm putting this in the great tier because it delivers on almost everything you want in a premium foldable without major compromises. OnePlus Open. This foldable absolutely gets the form factor right in a way that Samsung and Google still haven't figured out. With perfect proportions when closed and the most satisfying hinge mechanism that's easy to open, the camera system is legitimately excellent and beats most foldable competitors. The displays are bright and vibrant with minimal crease visibility, and the multitasking software is genuinely useful. The only real downsides are the lack of wireless charging and the premium pricing, but it undercuts rivals while delivering better overall experience. I'm placing this in the great tier because it's the most well-rounded foldable that doesn't feel like a compromise in daily use. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. This device absolutely nails the thinness at just 5.6mm when opened, the only 215 grams, making it lighter than even the S25 Ultra. The Snapdragon 8 Elite delivers incredible performance, while the 6.5-inch cover display is finally wide enough to use properly without constantly opening the phone. The hinge mechanism is so refined now that Samsung has reached the limits of what's physically possible with the USB-C port dictating the thickness. I'm putting this in the God tier because it's the first foldable that truly feels finished and premium enough to justify its price point. Oppo Find N3. This phone seriously makes the competition look bad with its virtually invisible crease thanks to the improved teardrop hinge design. The camera system is developed with Hasselblad is genuinely impressive, especially that 6x telephoto zoom that maintains incredible detail when up close. The multitasking capabilities are a step forward from other foldables, plus you get fast charging and a charger actually included in the box. I'm placing this in the good tier because while it excels in many areas, it doesn't quite reach that perfect balance the top-tier devices achieve. Motorola Razr Ultra. This flip phone packs flagship specs with the Snapdragon 8 Elite and a massive 4-inch cover screen that makes it feel like having two phones in one. The titanium-reinforced hinge feels incredibly sturdy, and the wood Alcantara finishes give it a premium look that stands out from the crowd. However, the Moto AI features feel less polished than Samsung's offerings, and that AI button feels like a missed opportunity. I'm putting this in good tier because it's the most powerful flip phone available, but still has some software refinement to do. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. This device finally reached that sweet spot where the cover screen is actually usable at 6.3 inches wide, eliminating the cramped typing experience of previous generations. The build quality is rock solid at 12.1mm thick when folded, and the hinge improvements make it feel truly refined rather than prototype-like. The performance is excellent and is genuinely productive for work tasks that wouldn't be possible on regular phones. I'm placing this in the great tier because it's a mature, polished foldable that just falls short of the latest innovations in the market. Oppo Find N2 Flip. This phone brings solid flagship internals with a satisfying hinge mechanism that's been tested for 400,000 cycles, which is twice what Samsung quotes. The gapless, folding design keeps dust out effectively, and the wave pattern etching of the hinge adds a nice premium touch. Unfortunately, it lacks any IP rating for water resistance, unlike competitors, and feels a bit heavier and thicker than rivals like the Galaxy Z Flip 4. I'm putting this in the average tier because while it's competent, it doesn't offer enough standout features to compete with the newer generation of foldables. Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. This thing delivers everything I wanted from a foldable phone. It's actually thin enough to fit in your pocket and doesn't feel like carrying a brick. The 8-inch inner display is absolutely massive and perfect for multitasking or just binge-watching content, while the outer 6.3-inch screen works exactly like a regular phone. Now here's where things get tricky. The Tensor G4 chip just doesn't have the raw power I'd expect from an $1,800 phone, especially when you compare it to Samsung Snapdragon processors. I'm putting this in the good tier because while it nails the fundamentals of what a foldable should be, the performance compromises and premium price point keep it from being truly exceptional for most users. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best foldable phones for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.